Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and we have quite a bit to talk about in this video. Now, a couple of the things we're going to be talking about are going to be revolving around a potential leak of a Phase 4 location, however that is not yet confirmed, as well as some information about the bringing back of the public test server, which also will help us dive into some of the future updates that they have planned for the game on consoles as well as PC. So make sure you guys stick around for the rest of the video. Now, right off the bat, something I want to make very, very clear to you guys is the region that was supposedly quote-unquote leaked on MapRunner has since been disproven. Now, this page right here on the screen has been live on MapRunner over the recent days, and it has kind of sparked a lot of odd reactions in the community. A lot of people kind of saw this and then just sort of ran with it and said, oh, that must be it. But actually, Asorican just recently came out and said, nope, that is literally not it at all. Now, not only did he say that those maps were incorrect, but he clarified that by saying not at all. It'll be a completely different region. It's not that it's not just the maps, it's that it's a completely different region altogether. But the one that really got me was when he said, also, 3 maps is a sort of false suggestion. Now, what does that mean? Well, it could mean that there's 2 maps, it could mean that there's 4 maps, it could also mean neither one of those things, and it could be completely different from either one of those things that I've suggested. So, they're really in an interesting position here because they're sort of playing the angle of you have no idea what is on the horizon. Even I have no idea what's on the horizon, and really all that they're telling us is that it's going to be absolutely massive here. Now, something else that we need to talk about is the recent update to the PTS. Now, a lot of you guys may remember that if you are on PC anyway, you will have had to completely re-download the public test server, which meant an over 20 gigabyte download. Now, the reason for this was because the public test server was completely offline for a little while, and they basically ended up taking it offline for a little while because the main game and the public test server would have been kind of at the same version with each other, and they didn't really want them to conflict. But basically what was said in the update announcement was that they fixed a bug where the video settings were not saved after restarting the game, fixed slow gearbox stick movement when a player is trying to set it to reverse, various fixes for logging mechanics in co-op, and crash fixes and optimizations. That is what is being tested on the public test server right now. Asorican then followed up Jellyfish's statements and said, hey everyone, in this build we've significantly reworked logic behind cargo synchronization, especially everything related to logging. We would appreciate if your feedback, if you would provide your feedback from this build on logging and other features while we are working on public release of this update for everyone. So basically, the version that is in testing on public test server right now is going to be the next update that will come to the main game, and most of it is, again, bug fixes and optimizations for Phase 3. Now, he also said, it would be helpful if you'll use your save files from the live build and use it on the public test server to make sure all your trucks and trailers are in place. And they've also said, for this update, we have changed a lot of parts of our maps in order to increase free RAM for console mods. Not visual changes, just technical optimizations. So basically, the update that is in testing in the public test server right now is going to be the update that will enable you to have more mods active at the same time on consoles. Now again, the ideas are floating around that this update could be a few weeks or so out, but we will have to wait for further confirmation on that. Now, something else that was really interesting is that Asorican said, yes, we will actually increase the limit for PC in Phase 4. However, something that I really want you guys to be clear about is that the update that is in testing right now on the public test server is not Phase 4. It is a series of bug fixes that will basically slot in between Phase 3 and Phase 4, and it is, most importantly, the set of fixes that will allow you to run more mods on consoles at the same time, because it will be increasing the RAM limit on consoles after they reduced it in the previous patch. Now, I know this is a very highly anticipated patch, so I heavily encourage you guys, if you are on PC, to use the public test server and provide the devs with your feedback, because that is what will actually get this patch out quicker, and also will get it into the hands of console players quicker as well, and will hopefully allow trucks like the IX Wrecker to return to consoles, as well as the Big Moose 3500 to come to consoles, as well as Lime's L400, and other vehicles that have been held up in console recheck for a long time now due to being too large after the previous patch. Now, at this point in the video, I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section below. Please tell me how your experience has been either with the live build lately or with the public test server. If you are a PC player and you're actually diving into the public test server and really, stress testing it and providing the devs with your feedback, let me know in the comment section down below what you've found so we can really open up that conversation about what you think needs to be fixed in this patch before it actually makes its way out to the live build on PC as well as the console players. And also, you guys on consoles, let me know what level of mods you've been able to have active at the same time after the original RAM limit, because I've heard some conflicting opinions, because some people say they can only have one mod on at a time, and some people say they can have 3 or 4, and I've even heard some people with as many mods as 7. So really, it seems to just solely depend on what mods you're trying to run and how big they are effectively and how much of a load they put on the game at the same time. Now, something else that I'd like to touch on briefly that I thought was really cool that I didn't expect was that Jellyfish actually posted this in the SnowRunner official Discord recently, and it's a actual sticker pack to where you can go and download the resources for the stickers from the game and then actually print your own stickers out in real life so you can actually, put them on your real, Jeep or, off-roader or Land Rover, whatever rig you might happen to have, whether it's a Toyota or a Land Rover or a Jeep or a Ford or a Dodge or whatever you so happen to drive. The assets for those are actually now there, and they're publicly available if you would like to actually print them out and use them as real-world stickers. So I thought that was a really cool nod to the community and a really cool thing to see from the game. Also, just in case you guys missed it, Red's console-friendly version of his Bronco, the Top Truck Challenge Bronco that you guys all know and love, is now available on consoles as confirmed by the console selected tag on mod.io. So if you haven't tried it out yet, I highly recommend trying it out. It should drive exactly the same as the PC version, and take it out to your favorite rock crawling map and have some adventures. It's an absolutely incredible rig, and it is genuinely one of the best tuned rock crawlers that has been in the game thus far. Now, circling back around to the topic of Phase 4, like we were discussing in the beginning of the video, I would love to hear from you guys in the comment section below, now that we know and have full confirmation that the Yakutia region is pretty much void. There's really nothing there at this point, now that Asorican has confirmed that that region will not exist in the SnowRunner space, at least not for Phase 4. So, what do you guys think it could be? I mean, and I know that it was kind of a startling thing to see that, that rumor or that leak get completely thrown out by Asorican and literally be like, he could have said, like, well, we can't confirm or deny, or, well, like, I'm not sure, blah, blah, blah. No, he straight up just said, nope, that ain't it, Chief. So, it's actually kind of cool, though, that he said that, because it really does give us just a little bit of insight, knowing the fact that that is not the confirmed region, and that is not, as a matter of fact, even a consideration for a region. So again, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below on where you think Phase 4 could be going. I would love to see some more focus on vehicle recovery. I know that I heard that from some of you guys in the comment section below on my last video where I covered some recent updates, and I do think a focus on vehicle recovery would be nice, but at the same time, I definitely don't think it should be the main focus of the game. I definitely still think the main focus of the game should be exploration, trail riding, cargo hauling, everything from scout trucks to big rigs, but I would like to see more vehicle-focused cargo, right? More missions like, for example, building the giant cat in the Yukon. That was really, really cool. Bringing a disassembled vehicle back to a drop-off point. That was really, really cool. It was almost like a little bit of a mixture of SnowRunner and a little bit of like American Truck Simulator sprinkled in there. So that was really, really nice to see. I definitely also hope that logging continues to be prevalent in Phase 4, but maybe not to the extent that it is prevalent in Phase 3. I know Phase 3 definitely had a primary focus on logging, and I would love to see logging be present in Phase 4, but maybe not necessarily be the prime focus. I'm sure there's some other type of gameplay that they will bring that will be the prime focus of that. So again, make sure to leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments down below. I would love to read them, and I would love to talk to you guys about each and every one of those thoughts and suggestions. But that's going to do it for this video, guys, and if you enjoyed, make sure once again to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.